For 25 years, I've fought to keep manufacturing in America and in the Midwest. And I went through the University of Tennessee's Lean Manufacturing Program. I got a Master's of Science in Management from Indiana Wesleyan, working on a doctorate currently. I have gone through theories of constraints. I've done resource management. And I'm telling you guys, all these tired tropes they give you people about it's the union's fault, it has nothing to do with that. This is about raw power. Okay? The oligarchic structure of these corporations and these private equity guys, the mere thought of someone having a voice that says, hey, we'd like to be paid a little bit more. Hey, we are the people who are creating the economic wealth. Hey, it was our family and our ancestors and the people all around us. We're the ones that created this wealth model. Not you outsiders coming in like vulture capitalists and vulture communists to feast on the Midwest. And that's what they do. When they targeted Logansport, this corporation I worked for, it was one of the last union strongholds. Now, admittedly, the union up there was not staffed by highly educated people. These are just salt of the earth people, people of the land, people who saw their world around them being ravaged. They saw the businesses around them being pulled out of Logansport, Indiana, and they just dug in because what would you do? What would you do, Mr. Anti-Union person, if your livelihood, the only thing you know, and you're not very well educated, and you have a family, and you have a mortgage, you have payments, and you have a mother who's on chemo, what the hell would you do if someone came in and tried to take your business and your livelihood away, and they were going to leave you with absolutely goddamn nothing? What would you do? You dig in like they do. I mean, you can't talk to the oligarchs. I've tried. I said, look, let's come to a reasonable agreement. Your profits aren't going to hurt if you give these people $1 more an hour. But in their mind, $1 more an hour is just unbelievable. I can't believe it. And they'll sit there and look you right in the goddamn eye and tell you that they can't afford it. When they're sitting on yachts and mansions and they got $1 billion in the bank, but they can't afford to give the people that make them the money that makes them who they are proper payment. So this tired trope of anti-unionism, it's bullshit. You're mind controlled by these people. You're completely mind controlled by these people. Unions they're an infinitesimal force against them. You guys sit here and cry and whine about authoritarianism. You cry and whine because Twitter blocks you. You cry and whine because, inflation's out of control. You cry. It's because we don't have any unions and power of labor in this country. The mere idea of labor gaining power terrifies them because they can't control that. Labor is the power that runs this country. All forms of labor. Whether you're a coal miner, a limestone miner, an IT guy, a nurse, you make this country run, not them. And they don't want you to know that. So the only way out of this authoritarian nightmare is to unionize. That is the only way out of it. I've seen it firsthand. I was a director level. I've seen it. There's no problem with unions if you treat people with dignity and respect. But if you can't muster that up in your primitive little piece of shit soul, yeah, you're going to have trouble with these people. I never did. I walked amongst them. I worked amongst them. I worked with them above ground. I worked with them below ground. I went places other executives didn't go. I guarantee it. So I'm telling you, this is a lie about anti-unionism. They want you to spread that. You guys, you younger generation, you need to unionize. Because if you don't, this authoritarianism, this war machine, this COVID lockdownerism, all this insanity is going to get worse. But the moment you mobilize as a union workforce, then you are a force to be reckoned with. And I guarantee you, the first people out of the gate, they're going to come at you with everything. So when the unionization process eventually takes off, because people have no other choice to survive, every one of you better get 100% behind it. It's not communism. It just makes sense. If they can join forces with the military-industrial complex and banks and government and social media, why can't you as an individual group of people band together to make your lives better? They sure as hell do, with our money.